Hey guys, it's Maria, and today I'll be talking about Stolas and Blitz's relationship throughout the series. So let's get started. When we first see the relationship between Blitz and Stolas from the pilot to episode 2, and I think also episode 4 and kind of 5, it only seemed that it was sexual. But in episode 5, it showed that Blitz does care about Stolas. He saves him from getting shot in the head by Stryker, even if it seemed that Blitz was only saving him for the book. However, in episodes 6 and 7, we see another side to the relationship. In episode 6, in Blitz's drug-induced trip, we see that Blitz is afraid to love, and he says it to himself with Stolas' voice. He specifically made Stolas say that line. This scene shows that Blitz does love Stolas, but he's afraid to. Also in the trip, Stolas is on a throne in a stairway which looks like heaven. Blitz feels that Stolas is above him, and he also sees Stolas as heaven, and the chains may symbolize that he doesn't want Stolas to let him go. And at the end of episode 6, Stolas saves IMP from the agents. To me, it shows that Stolas does care about Blitz and wants to see him safe. Now let's talk about episode 7, in which Blitz and Stolas go on their first date. Kinda. When Blitz calls Stolas to accompany him to Ozzy, Stolas looks genuinely excited to go on their date. He even gets dolled up for Blitz, which shows that he really wanted to look his best for him. I mean, I would want to look my best on my first date. Also, how Stolas was acting during their date is probably me when I finally go on my first date. Speaking of dates, Stolas was trying so hard to get Blitz's attention by trying to start a conversation. An awkward one. The poor thing was shaking. Stolas then finally asked Blitz why he finally asked him out after all this time. And of course, Blitz doesn't know how to answer. Then we get to the most intense part of the episode during the House of Asmodeus song. Blitz and Stolas both get called out for what they're doing. Blitz gets called out for commenting on a good relationship with his history of always being in a bad one. For Stolas, he gets called out for sleeping with an imp and giving up everything he has for Blitz. That everything is his wife and daughter. With that said, Stolas covers his face with his menu. I don't think he did that because he was embarrassed about being with Blitz. Because in episode 5, in the Harvest Moon Festival, Stolas had no problem showing affection towards Blitz to everyone in the Wrath Ring. I think he covered his face because he was ashamed and embarrassed about his family issues being brought up in public by another fellow prince or royal. I mean, I would be if a family member or someone I knew called me out for something I'm usually expressive about. Stolas was also looking around to see that the audience was watching and judging him, and he couldn't defend himself to prove Asmodeus wrong. Blitz then gives a face of being crushed and saddened because he thinks Stolas is embarrassed of him. If I was in Blitz's shoes, I would probably assume the same thing. When the song is over, Stolas does try to comfort Blitz, but Blitz rejects it and says that it was a mistake to come and that they should leave. They came in holding hands and now they're leaving separately, feeling guilty, angry, embarrassed, and humiliated. Finally, in the last scene, Stolas thanks Blitz for inviting him despite what happened. Stolas then tells Blitz that he has wine and that they have the house to themselves. This shows that Stolas does want to have an intimate relationship and spend time with Blitz that has nothing to do with sex. But Blitz cuts him off, saying that he isn't effing him tonight. Blitz then accuses Stolas of trying to make him think that their relationship is more than them just having you-know-what. Stolas does give out that impression, especially during the first few episodes, so it's understandable why Blitz feels that way about their relationship. It's really heartbreaking hearing Blitz upset and thinking that Stolas is only using him for his body and nothing more. And if you listen, Blitz is trying so hard to fight back tears, especially during this line.
You make that really clear all the time.
Blitz also apologizes to Stolas, but I think it had two meanings. He's sorry for rejecting his offer, and he's also apologizing for ruining his family. When Blitz leaves, Stolas doesn't call him Blitzy, so you know that Stolas feels bad and feels like calling him Blitz would show him some respect. However, he did call him Blitz at Ozzy's when starting a conversation, but I think he said that because he was nervous. After saying goodnight, Blitz leaves sounding angry and upset. When Stolas is left alone, I guess he's left feeling bad about how he gave Blitz the impression that he only cares about having sex with him. and he sits on the stairs, probably thinking how much he messed up. To end the video, I'll say this. Stolas genuinely does care about Blitz. He saved him from the agents that were gonna kill him. He got excited when Blitz finally asked him out, but all Blitz sees is a horny owl. Usually Stolas is seductive around him, so obviously Blitz would think he only cares about sex. The episode ends on a sad note for both of them, but hopefully they can resolve it in part 2. But anyways guys, thanks for watching this analysis video. Please like and subscribe, it helps my channel out. Bye guys. I want a part 2 and I want it now. I want to see these two happy.